What's up guys, Medieval Marty here with another video, and today we're doing something a little bit different. I was laying in bed looking at memes, someone messaged me saying there's this cool mod called Freelancer where rather than having an army in Bannerlord, you play as a single soldier as part of another lord's army. You get paid a salary, they promote you and give you items, and they command you in the battle. And when I tell you I sprinted to the computer, I'm not joking. So I've played this for a few hours. I wanted to share it with you, show you how it works, and let you know if it's worth trying, because I'm a big fan of complete new system mods. So I really liked Diplomacy in Warband because it added so many new systems and gave you new ways to play the game. So yeah, like having a cool new skin or having your guys look like something like Lord of the Rings, that's awesome. But if you had an option where it changed places or it changed the systems, or it changed the currency, and it gives you a different way of playing, I really like that. And that's what this does. It gives you a completely new way to experience the early game. So yeah, I want to make a few mod videos going forward like this that really interest me, and let me know in the comments if you want to see that, and subscribe because you're going to see it. So let's get into the Freelancer mod. I'll link it down below if anybody wants to check it out as well. So the game starts like any other. You make your character, backstory, and you start the game like you would normally. You skip the tutorial like everyone else, and you can completely ignore the mod and play like normal. It runs in the background as an added system in the game. If you've ever been a mercenary or joined a Lord's service, it's similar to that, except there you join the army with your army and you support them. So say you've got 40 men and they've got 100, you join them as an addition of 40 men, and they'll bring you into battle with them. Whereas here, and in that there's certain requirements to join because you have to be of a certain size, stuff like that. However, here you find a lord that has an army that they're commanding, and you ask them, can I join your ranks as a soldier? And that you don't need to be anything. They'll just say, yeah, we need people, we'll pay you, and they let you in. So I did that. I found the biggest guy I could find. He was walking a big army around, and I asked him to join, and in I went. So yeah, I went in there, fresh guy, no equipment. The game had been made for like 3 minutes. And yeah, you join and you get accepted, and the game menus completely change, and you get this single menu on the left. You still have all the other stuff, but there's nothing there, and you have this single menu on the left, which has all of the information for this new system, for this new soldier system. So when I first joined, I got given a rank, a position, and no reputation. So I was basically a peasant. I had a pitchfork, like a really shitty weapon. No armor, literally like the peasants you pick up that you recruit from the little towns. And I think I was paid like a couple of gold a day. Proper tragic. So I was ordered to go to the front lines, and in the first fight they just said charge, and we all ran in, and me and all the other peasants pretty much all fell at the start, and then the big boys came in and cleaned up. So yeah, I got a couple of kills, but then I died in battle. And that kind of happened for the first 2 or 3 battles. I got a couple of kills, I died. Some battles I went in, I wasn't even ordered to charge. I was ordered to just defend and stay at the back, and didn't really get involved in anything. So after like 3 fights, I was thinking, this is okay. But then I got a message. We decided to promote you in the army, and then you get to choose. Well, I got given basically a promotion path, and the one I got given was I was given a bow and arrow and a horse, and I was one of those those horse archers, but like the low level ones. I think the ones that the Kazai get are the low level. I can't remember the exact name. Which was a massive step up from being a guy with a pitchfork. And as a new player, that's great. And the pay rise was pretty good as well. It went from like a couple of gold to like 10 or something. So as a horse archer, I got involved in a lot cooler fights. So yeah, as the infantry, it was kind of dull sometimes. As a horse archer, you get to do point attacks on the enemies, charge and retreats. And you level up, you can go in with a bow, level your bow up, and then get your sword out and level your sword as well. And it's really cool being ordered to do these different things. You go in with the other horse archers, without worrying about the rest of the army. Now, as you get promoted, you unlock more things you can do within this army menu. So if you go back to where it shows you the rank, you can also see army camp. So while traveling or resting in a city, you can do a range of activities from healing, gambling to earn money with the other guys, or training, where you level up like one-hander, two-hander, athletics, things like that. But as you level up, you can unlock new things. So when I got to level 2, I think I unlocked hunting, and then at level 3 I unlocked scouting. So hunting, you go and hunt for food and you level up different skills. Scouting, you unlock scouting and other things, and they take longer. So hunting takes like 8 hours, I think. Scouting 12. I've made that up. I can't remember what the numbers are, but they're longer. So yeah, outside of the big battles, because there are a lot of dry areas of the game when you're not in a fight and you're not controlling where this army moves, you're just following it. well, you're in it kind of thing, so you don't have any direction of where it goes. You can do these extra things to level up, skill up, and actually not waste your time in there. And another great thing here is because you don't have an army yourself, you're not paying any army wages. So this money you're given is pure profit, which is great in the early game. So yeah, and then once you've leveled up a little bit, you can. I think when I got to level 3, you could request new weapons and armor, which was really cool. When you get to level 4, you can request a pardon to leave the army. So it's kind of like once you've done your service, you've grown, you've earned the respect of the Lord, you've earned your independence, and he lets you leave on good terms. This is a really cool way to build relations with a faction really early and kind of make a solid friend, level your character, get some gold. And I think it's a really cool way to start a campaign. I'm definitely going to start a campaign this way, the next big campaign I start. I've got kind of 2 going on at the moment, one on stream and then one for YouTube. But yeah, the next one I do, I think I'm going to start like this. So after a lot more fighting, like I say, I got promoted the 3rd time and I was earning like 40 gold a day, which is pretty huge considering most of the time you're just traveling and earning money. And I got to choose what path I could take. So I went with the cavalry option. So I was given like a big spear, put in the cavalry ranks instead of horse archers. And this is where this freelancer mod really shined for me. And this is when I was like, I'm not just playing this, I'm making a video on this. So I was ordered with the other cavalry to move along and guard the left infantry flanks. And we all just sat there for ages guarding this part of this army. And I thought that sounded dull, but it felt so immersive because you're sat in between all the other cavalry, and you're just a part of them. You're ignoring everything else that goes on. And we all just sat there, and you look over at the infantry that had crappy armor, bad weapons, and this is like an hour of playing. And you look over and you think, yeah, that was me. I was a peasant like an hour ago, but I've worked my way up now. I've got a good horse. I'm in a good position, and I can get a lot of kills on this horse. I'm a lot stronger. And you feel the progress you've made in that short space of time. So yeah, that's how the mod works. I've really enjoyed it, to be honest, more than I thought it would. It's not like a game changer, like it doesn't completely rework the systems of the game. It adds a new element and system to the game. Think like the charm system. You don't have to do the charm system, but if you want to, it's there and it's something cool you can do. And this like that, it adds an extra thing you can do in the game, and that's never a bad thing. I think it's a really good idea if you're looking for a fresh start, a fresh way to start the game instead of, because I mean the game's been out like a year now, right? And I think we've all made a lot of new campaigns where you just go around hunting bandits, doing arenas, and we're always looking for something new. I've tried starting as a trader, starting as a smith, things like that. So this is nice and refreshing. There's definitely flaws because most of it's so realistic, it does border on boredom sometimes. Like if your lord just wants to roam around, let's say they've got 100 men, and they just want to roam around, maybe they fight the odd small bandit group every now and again. You're just sitting with them and you're just going wherever they go. If you're in an army, let's say you're infantry, your lord could just order you to guard, so you may spend the entire fight with your shield up, sat at the back, protecting the archers, while other troops are doing other stuff. It's immersive for sure, but it can be kind of tiresome. However, it completely makes up with it with the feeling it gives you for being part of an army and the progress you make for that. You care more about the army than I've cared about some of mine, to be honest. Like a game like Bannerlord can easily waste hundreds of hours, but mods like this are what make it so much better and give it so many new ways to experience the game. And it's what kept Warband alive for like 10 years. I want to say a massive thank you to the guys who made this mod for making this. Again, I'm going to link it below. Please check it out, support it, and definitely try it if you like the look of it. Other than that, guys, I'm not going to ramble on for too long. If you've enjoyed this new style of video, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of the mod. Let me know what you think of this type of content. And yeah, I'll be making more of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.